Hello. So, what is the string we have? Like
Sequence of
we have multiple
characters,
data types.
sequence of character in double quote.
Correct. So, string is a sequence of characters. We have multiple characters. If we put it in a sequence, it becomes a string. Correct. So, I will share my screen. Here we create a new class. This 7 and write it here. For that, I will create a main function. So, what is the string? It
String
is a
character.
sequence of characters. Correct. So, string is a sequence of characters, or we can say collection of characters. Correct. So, can anyone tell how we write an string in Java? If we have to create an string, we have to write it like this: string names or name equal to. That's how we can write a string. Correct. So, what is this? It is coming from java.lang, but what it
Data
is?
type. Data.
It is a data type, but it is not only a data type, it is a class. We can read it here. The string class represent characters string. All string literals in Java programs such as ABC are implemented as instance of this class. Correct. So we can read it like strings. In a string, we have it is a class represent character strings. Uh, in Java, there is a no primitive data type for a string. We use a class here. Correct. So there are two types of data types. One are primitive, or though some of our here are non-primitive data types. So our string is a non-primitive data type, which is actually a class, not a proper data type. Correct. So in our string class, we have all the functions required to handle a string, or all string literals in Java programs such as ABCs are implemented as instance of this class. So if we have to define a character, how we create a character? If we write it like this, will it correct? It will work. If we try to write our string like
No,
this,
sir.
why? Because these are the character literals.
Yeah.
Because these are the character literals. So we cannot write our string inside the character literals. In Java, if we have to create a string, we have to use only these double inverted commas only. Correct? So inside it, we can write anything. So that's how we can define our string here. Now there is one thing, there is other thing, like strings are constant. Their values cannot be changed after they are created. If we have created a string name as I am a string, we cannot change it. Why we cannot change it? Because strings are constant. String buffers support mutable strings. Because string objects are immutable, they can be shared. If we have created a name string here, or I have created a name which is like I am a string here. So if we try to change it like name equal to, will it work? It is showing that it is an mutable now, but it is not showing us any error. We are able to change from string I am a string to Nikhil. Why?
Because we have
How?
changed the reference address.
because there is a string pool in the Java. There is a string pool which will if we have created a name, it create a memory in the string name as ima string. When we try to create a memory for the when we try to change or replace it using the name equal to Nikhil, so what it will do, it will create a new memory inside it and attach that reference to our name. But that's why it is unmutable. We cannot change it. It is a constant in Java. So string is a data type, but it is actually a class. Can anyone tell what is the difference between character and string? Correct. So all string function returns new instance of that uh, because string is a class and it create an object for it. All string literals, like there is a definition here as well, are implemented as instance of this class. So when we create a new string, it created as an instance. So if we try to replace it using some other string, what it will do, it will create a new instance for name and assign it to the our name variable simply. So that's why this name and this name is not same here. If we compare character and string, we use single literals, character literals to define the character, and inside our string we have to use double quotes. And for character is only used to store a single character, or we can say it can store only one character. And in string we can store multiple characters. It is a character is a primitive data type, and string is a object of a string class. So these are the some difference between character and strings. So correct, string is a class type. In this our when we create a string name here, so it is stored the string inside the heap memory, or we can say string pool. There is a separate string pool for storing the string data type in our Java. So when we try to store or create any string, it stores inside the heap memory. Like if we have to prove it, we can say out here is a name, and I can create a string name2 equal to Nikhil, name2 equal to name. What will be the output here? If we try to run it, what will be the output? Name2 equal to name.
I think it's a Boolean value in the output.
It should return a Boolean value, correct? And if we hover the name variable here, what it is saying? It is saying reassigned local variable. String name, I am a string, is reassigned by Nikhil. So how it is reassigning? It is creating a new instance for the Nikhil and providing the reference to, or we can say storing the reference of it inside our name. If we try to run it, what it will return? True, correct? If Nikhil equal to Nikhil, so that's why it is returning the true here. If we try to write something like this, string, now what will happen? Now it is returning us false. Why? Here
If
we have
text
created a
memory
name
is
Nikhil, and in second name 2 we are creating a using new keyword and creating a string. So why it is giving us a name as false when we are trying to compare those? Name 2 and name 2. If we try to run it, both are same, correct? This name 2 is it has the value of Nikhil, and this name also have the value of Nikhil. But when we are trying to using the comparator operator, when we are using the double equals, so why it is providing us the value as false? Why it is giving the false value here? As I say, there is a heap memory, correct? So inside the string pool, it is created a two different uh, ad, it stores both values into the two different addresses. So it stores name into the another address and name to at another different address. Let's suppose it has stored our name as uh, address of 102 and this is stored at 1005. So here what it is doing, it is trying to compare those things, not the actual value of a string. What it is doing, it is trying to compare those addresses, and it has different values. So what it is returning? False here, correct? If we check it here, string values are compared using equal to not equals. So if we replace it with the equals function, what will happen? If we try to uh, replace it using the equals function, where this equals function came from, where this equals function came, this function is came from this string class. Our string class provides us some functions named as there is a function named as equals, which is used to compare the original values of our string. So if we try to compare those two values, what we have to use? Equals here. Now what will be the output?
True.
True. Why? Because name to dot equals doesn't compare addresses only, it will compare values inside those strings. So what will happen? It will return true. Is it clear how strings work? How we have a how string is stored in the heap memory?
Sir, I have a question.
uh,
Till we have not used this new keyword in assigning
so
of the string, then they both are pointing to the same address.
no, when we are creating a string using the new keyword, it is creating a new instance for this string, correct? Why it is creating? Because we are using new keyword, or and when there is a rule in Java, whenever we use new keyword, it create a new instance for that object. So
Okay.
it is creating an object and it is assigning a new memory for this string. So it will be stored at 1005, and before we are creating it directly, so it is storing at 1002. So we have two different addresses for same name, correct? But now if I try to write it like this, will it work? Will it work? What will be the output? True or false?
I think it's going to be true.
It going to true. Why? Previously when we are trying to use the new keyword, it is storing it into the different address. But currently what we are doing, we are just assigning our Nikhil name to our name too. So what it will do, it will search our heap memory and check there is Nikhil already there. If there it is there already, what it will do? It directly assign the address to this name2, same
So it
address.
means that name and name2 are referring to the same address, right?
Yes. So to optimize the memory, what Java will be doing? It is assigning same address to both variables there. But when we are trying to create a new string using the new keyword, what it will be doing? It is creating a new instance because we are forcing it to create a new instance for it using the new keyword. So we have created another object using the new keyword. So it is not giving us true value here when we try to compare it using the equal to operators. So currently they both are on the same address. That's why it is giving us true here. If we try to using the new keyword, it will give us false. Is it clear?
Okay.
And when we use name dot equals to name2, what it will do? It will always return us the true value. Why it will return the true value? Because it will compare character by character of this string. It is not comparing the address here. It is comparing the character by character of both strings.
Okay.
If we try to check this function equals, so this is the real function we are using there. So what it is doing? It is checking that this equal to an object, return true. If return an object instance of string a string, this coder a string dot coder and string latin one dot equals value. Now what it is checking? It is checking the value here. It is comparing both values here. This is some you can say they are using some advanced Java here. So what they are directly comparing the values here. First they compared if both are the same object, directly return the true. If both strings have the same object, or both string have the same addresses, return true directly. If it is not, what they are doing? They are checking the objects and instance of a string. If that object is instance of that string, so what we are doing? We are directly comparing some values. We are comparing their values, not the address here. In this part we are comparing the addresses. If addresses are same, so it will return true. If addresses are not same, then we check values of those strings. That's how our equals to operator works. And this equals to operator came from the string class, from where we are importing that equal function from java.lang.string class.
Okay, and we can use the double equal to operator too here, comparison operator too,
Yeah.
in place of equals, right?
We can use it, but when we are comparing strings, it is preferable that we use equals operator here.
Okay.
So it check both conditions, values and addresses.
Okay. Okay.
So it is a common mistake we do many times.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, how we take an input from user for the string?
Scanner class.
Using the scanner class, correct? So
nextLine.
if we use a scanner class, if we have to take an input for the string, we can say data equal to sc dot next. There are two types of input we can take, next or next line. We have learned about it in the previous classes. Like we have two types of string inputs. One is next and second one is next line. So what are the difference between them? What we
Next read only single word, while next line read the whole line.
correct. So next will break after first space occurred. Correct. So when we are trying to take an input from user, whenever user try to press the space key, our next will break there. If we have to take the input as a multiple spaces as well, so we have to provide the next line there. So if we put it like this, and data, so if we try to run it, what will happen? We have to write something. Correct. So whenever we try to press the space key, it will exit the code, or we can say it will not exit the code, but it will print only, or it will store only data before the space. Now I press enter, it printed only first part of this string. Correct. So whenever space occurred, it will ignore that part. So if we want to take whole line as an input, what we have to do? Use next line here. So wait. Now it will print whole string we have written there. So is it clear what is the difference between next and what is the difference between next line when we have to use next, or when we have to use next line there? Is it
And what
clear?
if we have to take input as a paragraph?
Yeah, we can put it like a paragraph as well. So like if we are trying to write a paragraph, it will take it like we have written a whole string here. Correct. I am a string. If we try to put a long paragraph as well, it will also store it using the next line, same next line. We can store it using same. Another one is, and try to write like this: string name equals 0. Or here we will get true value. Correct. So this is our input methods, and yesterday we have learned about the length method as well. What is the length method used for? What is the length method?
Calculate the length of like we have array of 5 items, then
To
we
get the
can
length
calculate.
of length method, we have to we will be using length method inside the
str
string
dot length.
to get the length of that string. So what we can do, we simply write length, data dot length, and we will get, okay, press the enter here. So what we will get here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So what will be the output?
30
13.
basis it also.
Spaces के साथ 13 output होगा. Why? Because it will count spaces as well. Correct. When we are using length, it will calculate space as well. And what will be the output here if we try to run it again and put it this? what will be the output now?
50.
15. Why?
2 extra spaces.
Because we have entered 2 extra spaces before and after of our string. So how we can get remove those spaces? If we have a space in beginning of our string and end of the string, so how we can remove it?
Statement.
Remove extra spaces from beginning and end of string. How we can remove it? We have a method here, trim. We can use trim method here. So if we try to data dot trim dot length, so what will be the output now?
30.
If we try to print it, what will be the output here? 13. Why 13? Because it has been removed the starting and end space. So there can be multiple spaces. It will remove automatically when we using trim method here. So this method is coming from our string class as well. So those all methods are coming from our string class. Yeah. So like when we try to press the enter key, it will it will stop the taking input. When we try to take the input using a next line, when we try to press the enter, it will remove it. It will ends our next line function here. But if we try to write a paragraph without enter, it will work. So can we get a like if we have a in array we have indexes, right? So what if I have to get the value at index of 0 or index of 5 of this string, how we can get it? If we want to get the character from index 5, how we can get it? To get the
Used by using charAt function in loop.
to get the character from some index, we can use charAt function. So we have charAt function which can be used to get that index value. So what we can do? Data dot charAt, there will be index value. So this will be the syntax for it. So instead of index value, we can write data dot charAt 5. Then we will get value at fifth index. So we can write it like this as well. If we try to run it and pass the value as string, so it will We have to run it again.
स्पेस ले रहे हो like
Where? Okay.
वो इस
So
space
we are
है ना
getting the space here. At fifth index, we are getting the space. So that's why we are not getting any value here. Now we will get A here. Correct? This A we are getting there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in our string as well, we will start indexing from 0. It also starts indexing from 0, like array. So how we are getting the indexes in array? We are getting the indexes from 0. So in a string as well, we are getting the indexes from 0 here. So that's why 6 will be A here. Is it clear? And there is a function name as toUpperCase. What it will do? And there is another function name as toLowerCase. What they will do? We have two type of function, toUpperCase, toLowerCase. What they will do?
convert string into uppercase and convert string into lowercase whole string
They will convert strings into the uppercase and lower cases. Correct? So if we have a string name as cases equal to okay, so we have this string, we have a mixed cases here, and if we try to provide a space as well, what will happen if we try to write a system.out.print cases dot to lowercase, and we have a second cases dot to uppercase. What will happen? If we try to print it, what will happen? We will get first string is as whole lowercase. There will be no uppercases there. And if we try to put the two uppercase here, what will happen? It will convert it into the uppercase. And we also have multiple functions like to uppercase, to string, to lowercase, to uppercase. So these are the some function we can use here. So we mostly have to use two lowercase and two uppercase to convert from one case to the another one. After that, we have equals. We have already learned about the equals function, how we use equals function and when we have to use it. And after that, we also have another function named as equalIgnoreCase. So if we try to create two strings, case 1 and there will be second case 2, and if we put the like F capital here, A small here, and G also small here, what will happen if we try to compare those using the equals function? If we try to compare those strings using case 1 dot 2 equals case 2, what will be the output here? If we ignore those, what will be the output? False. Correct?
False, definitely.
It will return us false. If we will do like this something, if we do something like this, equals ignore case, then what will be the output? It will be true. Why? Because it will ignore the casing. What it will do? It will convert it into the same case. It may be a uppercase or it can be a lower case. So first it will convert both of these strings into the same case and then compared it. It will only compare value of string, not the casing. It can be uppercase, lowercase, anything it will have. It will ignore it. So this is the function to check the equals without casing. And there is a function named as contains. What is the use of contains function here? How we can use this function? Contains.
To check it is
Contains character.
To check whether
It
one
contains an
string, correct. So to check whether one string contains another or not. So if we try to write it like this, and case 1 dot contains case 2. So what will be the output here?
true.
If we try to run it, what will be the output? Case 1 contains case 2 true. Correct? What it is checking?
Nice.
It is trying to check if our case 2 is contains inside our case 1. So it is just comparing two strings and checking if we have case 2 inside our case 1. So case 2 contains case 1. That's why it returns true. Now, what will be the output? False. Why? Because it will also check about the casing. It if it will be like there is a small case, and in case 2 we have a capital case. So it will, if there is a uppercase and there is a small case, so it will uh, return us false. And we also have a function name as, we have another function name as starts with. What it will do? What we can use it? Where we can use it?
To check
If we
starting
write
of a
a
string.
Java programming here, and there is a Java. So if we try to check if our case 1 is starts with Java or not. If our case 1 is starting with case 2, it will return true. So if we try to write it like this, case 1 dot starts with case 2, it will return true. What it will return? True. Correct? So is it clear how our starts with? Similarly, we have ends with as well. Starts with and ends with. So both will work same. One difference is there. Start with check about the starting thing, and ends with is check about the ends with. If we write a programming here, then it will return true. If there will be a Java, it will return false. Correct? Is it clear how it starts with and ends with work? There is another important function we have inside our Java, which is substring. What is substring? this is
check
most
a
used
part of a string.
this is a most used function in Java whenever we need multiple times. This function is in need multiple times. Why? Because in many programs we need some part of our string, so we can directly use substring there. So if I check case 1 dot substring 4, what it is? Begin index. So what it will return? It will ignore Java and it will return space programming. Correct? Begin index, it will ignore 4 characters before the starting 4 characters from the string and return each and every characters after that. If we put it like 7 or 4 to 8, what will be the output? What it will return?
Programming.
Pro. Why pro? Because it return only 4 characters after that. So 4, this will be fifth character, sixth character, seventh character, and eighth character. So it will starts after the 4th character and ends at the 8th character of our string. Correct?
11, sir. 11.
Eighth. It will ends at the 8th character. Ends is inclusive and start is begin index is exclusive and start index is inclusive here. Why? Because like this, there is a Java, we have started our index from the 4, so it ignores 1 2 3 4. Correct? It is, ignores 4 characters from the start, and where it goes 5 space is 5th character, 6th character, 7th character, and 8th character. So what it is doing, it is printing these 4 characters after the ignoring first 4 characters. Correct?
Index starts with 0, right? You are calculating 1.
Index starts with the 0, but like 0 1 2 3 4, yeah, sorry. So it will start from the 4th character. Correct? 4 to 7, it will goes to 4 to 7. If we check it as a 0 index, it will goes from the 4 to 7. If we write to 0 to 4, what it will return? Java. Correct. So it will start from the 0th index, 0 1 2 3. So it will like ignore these 3 index. After that, from 4th 5th 6th 7th, it will print all the 4 to 7 characters here. If we write a begin index as 4 and end index as 8. Sorry, it's misunderstanding. So is it clear now or any doubt? So there is a begin index which is inclusive. Begin index will be inclusive here, and end index will be exclusive. So end index will be exclusive here, and begin index will be inclusive in our substring. 0 to 4. If we try to write a 0 to 4, it will check 0 1 2 3, and it will ignore the 4th index. Everything after the 4th index, it will ignore everything after the 4th index here. Correct? If we write it like 1 to 4, what will be the output? If we write 1 to 4, what will be the output here? ABA. So first index will be begin index will be inclusive and end index will be exclusive there. Is it clear? After that, we have another function named as replace. What this function do? Replace function. We have replace function inside our string. What it will do? If we have to replace something inside our string, we can directly use replace function. So if we try to write it like in our case 2, and use replace function. Oh, sorry, replace function. So there will be two parameters this function is taking. What are the parameters? First is old character and second is new character. So we can replace all old characters with new character. So what it will be like, we replace a with @ so what will be the output here? A will be our A is our old character and new character is @ so what will be the output for case 2? It will replace all the A occurred in our Java.
J @ V
At the
@
What it will do? It will replace all the A occurrence of our string with the new character we have provided. If we using case 1, it will replacing all the A's in our Java programming. Correct? So is it clear how we will use replace function? After that, we have another function as well, like isEmpty. How we will use isEmpty function? How we can use it?
check empty
If we try to string str equal to this, and then check str is empty. What will be the output here?
true.
It will return us true. Why? Because we doesn't enters any value inside our str. We are just creating a empty string here. So it will check it and it will return true. After that, we have a function name as is, or we can say indexOf. We have a function name as indexOf. What indexOf will do? If we try to system.out to case 1 dot index of a, what will be the output here? If we try to get the index of a, what will be the output for Java programming?
2 1.
It will return 1. It will return first occurrence of the a inside our string. So our a occurs at first index inside our Java programming. Correct? It occurs at first index first. So it will return 1 here. And we also have a function name as lastIndexOf. There is another function name as lastIndexOf. What will be the use of this? We can directly get the last occurrence of that. So if we run it, it will return us 10. 10th is the last occurrence of this a is occurs at 10th index inside our Java programming. Correct? So it will return the last index of A. And if we have to check about the each and every occurrence, so we have to run the for loop there if we want to check the each and every occurrence of our A. There is another function name as concat. What concat do? What is the use of concat?
Character in string words.
We can concat or we can join two strings using concat function. We can use concat function to join two strings. We can directly use plus, but it will be there are two methods to concat two strings. We can use plus method or directly concat. So there will be a good example if I try. To create a string name as Java we have correct. So if we try to concat case2 dot concat case3, it will return Java programming. Correct. If we try to concat two strings, we will get we can concat those using the concat function here. So we can also do like concat another string as well here. We can like case3 and here we can write space and remove it. So what will be the output? Java programming here. We can concat multiple strings using the concat function. So case2 concated into the first it will concat this space inside our case2, then it will concat case3 inside our case2 and space. Or we can use plus operator as well. There is a split function. What is the use of a split function? How we can use split? To split strings, correct? To string, if we want to split strings, we can use split function, but main use of it, we can convert our string into an array. We can convert our string into an array. How we can convert it into an array? If we have a like we already have Java's programming, correct? So if I write it like something is good, and after that what we can do, we will create a string array to get the or we can say words. We can create a words array and we will do case3 dot split, and then we can provide a regex. Regex can be anything, but for now we will providing the space here. Why space? It will split our string into an array words array whenever it will get space. So there will be space. It will break it into the another. Whenever it encounters an space, it will convert into the word array. So if we try to write it like this, then we can write a for loop as well. So we can write it string word and words. We can write our for loop like this as well inside our for an array. We can directly write our for loop like this as well. So what it will give? It will return each and every index value inside our word. So if we try to print it, word, what will be the output here? It will print line by line Java, then programming, then is, then good. So inside our array, what we are getting? Java, programming, is, good. So it breaks inside into the multiple like this, something like it. So it created a first index. On first index of our array, it will get Java. In second index, it will get programming. In third index, it will get is, and in last index it will get good. So that's how our array will be looking. That's how our array looks. So at zeroth index of our case 3, zeroth index of our words, we are getting Java, and we can also do it like this as well. If I remove space and put it like this, so answer will be same. Wait a minute. Okay. So why it is printing like J A V A? Why it is not separating this regex? Correct. So it will ignore it. We write it like this. It will also do it same. I don't know what was the regex for it. We have to write. There was something else for used to remove this thing. We cannot directly use it here. If we try to do this, it will give error. Instead of it, if we use comma, and here, wait a minute, I have written the inside it. You cannot write like this.
Sir, 4 and then pipe.
What?
4
4
and then pipe.
then
/ 4 times. Not 4.
backslash 4 times.
And then pipe.
Then
Pipe. The
5.
yeah.
So okay. So that will be the regex for the comma here.
A pipe. Your line which you okay. Oh, you have changed it, sorry.
Oh, for it was for this one.
Yes.
Okay. So there are multiple Unicode for each and every
No, the same one.
character
This
here.
one only. Not 5. Pipe.
This one only.
Yeah. This is
Yeah.
called pipe.
Okay. But it will not work like this. It has some another Unicode, I think. We have to check it like what will be the Unicode for it. We can directly check it on Google as well.
So try 2. I checked again. It's
Regex.
2.
I think my net is slow. There is a regex for it.
Sir, instead of 4, we can try 2 once, means 2 backslash.
2 backslash.
Instead of 4, the 2.
This is forward or backslash?
A backslash.
No.
Yeah, 2 backslash and then this is forward.
But it will give error.
And no, not 5, the symbol that line. Yeah.
5.
Yeah, it will work. So to ignore it, we have to use 2 backslashes. Similarly, for I think comma is work. Yeah. So for characters, we have to use 2 backslashes before it. If we write it like this, we can directly use 2 backslashes to ignore the characters, or we can say it will be a character escape in regex. So if we write it like this, it will work also. Correct? So is it clear how we can write a regex for the characters as well? Inside regex, directly we cannot directly write the character. To tell it like it is a character, we have to provide the 2 backslashes there. So these are the some main functions we use inside our string, and after that we have also not error, it will not give an error. If we provide a 4 backslashes, then our symbol, it will give us, it is like it will inside our regex, it always check for the patterns. So if we try to write a 4 backslashes, it will not take it like it will not get inside our string. So it will not find it in our string. So it is not any clear case for it. टाइम क्या टाइम चेंज करना है 11 everyone will not be available at 11 if so there is another question we can do for now to print characters in reverse order. How we can print characters in reverse order? How we can count the how can we print characters in reverse order for a string?
First we count the character using length function, then I equals to total length, then we have to print it from charAt I.
Okay, so we can directly write a reverse for loop for it, or we can say for int I equal to, we use case 3, length -1 till I is greater than equal to 0. I minus minus. If we try to run a reverse loop on our case 3 or on our string, what will happen? It will print it in the reverse manner. So how we will get the character? We have to use charAt and I here. So it will print our string in the reverse manner. So if we try to print it in reverse manner, what we have to do? We just have to run our loop from the length -1 to 0 and print each and every value there. Will it work? Correct? It will give us the correct answer. It will reverse our string if we try to print it from the length -1 to start. Or we can directly do something like this as well. So I don't think Java has reverse function. No, Java don't have any reverse function. We have to reverse it manually. If we want to reverse it, we have to reverse it manually. So what we can do next? There will be a question name is print every alternate characters. How we can do it? Can anyone can give me a logic to print every alternate characters? How we can do it? Step 2 in loop.
Continue keyword we can use.
What? Can you repeat?
Sir, continue keyword we can use.
Continue keyword we can use. Yeah, we can do it. Like we have to create a flag there, and using that flag, we have to skip one value each and every time. But there will be a simple way for do it as well. Like int I equal to 0, I less than for now case 3 dot length -1. Instead of doing the I plus plus, what we can do? I plus equal to 2. What it will do? Case 3 dot charAt I. It will print each alternate characters. Or if we remove the ln here, what it will do? We have to comment it out first, then we will run it again. So what it will do? It will print each and every alternate character here. So it prints J, it ignores A, it prints V, it ignores A, it prints comma, it's ignore P, then R, then O, ignores O, simple like this. So what we are doing here? We are increasing our I by +2, not +1. Correct? So what it will be doing? It will just ignoring second character, then fourth character, then each and every even character. It will be ignoring each even character. Correct? Or we can also do it like if we are doing I plus plus, we can simply do if I modulo 2 equal to 0. Continue. if we do it, if I modulo 2 equal to 0, so it is
Not
ignoring each and every, because we are using a continue here. So what will happening? What is happening here? If we use break instead of continue, it will break each and every time. So if we are using continue here, what it is returning? It is returning a. It is ignoring our initial character because it is starting from 0th index. Correct? It is starting from the 0th index, so it will return 0, then 1, then 2. It will ignore second character, then third character. So if we have to do it like this, we have to put it not equal to. If we want to ignore alternate character, it is also ignoring alternate character here, but if we want to ignore second alternate character, we have to provide the modulus here as well. So it will return same. It print j, it will ignore a, it will print v, it will ignore a, and similarly for each and every second characters. So what is happening before? Because we are trying to put the check for I modulus 2 equal to 0. So what will happen? It will ignore 0th character, it will ignore second character, it will ignore fourth character. Correct? So that's why we are getting a, then a, then p. So that the case here. Correct? So it will working in both cases as well. You can directly put the +2, or you can directly use modulus 2 to get the alternate character here. Is it clear? Correct. It will ignore even character. Now we are ignoring odd character. If we are ignoring odd character, then it will print first character, then 0th character, then second character, and it will ignore each and every odd character here. Here we are ignoring odd index character. Correct? Is it clear? Okay. So for homework, you guys can do I have a question. Question is find the first repeated character in a given string. So we have a string example. If I give an example, A, B, B, C, C, D, E, E, F, F. So this is a example for us. So there is only one character which is not repeated, and each and every character is repeated there. So we have to find it inside our string. So this is a homework problem you can do. If we will discuss it in tomorrow class in the beginning, but you can directly do it in by yourself as well. Correct? And another question you can also do: check palindrome in a string. What is palindrome? Palindrome is a string which will be equal from both sides, like A, B, C, B, A. So this is a palindrome string. Correct? So you guys can do it, those both questions, or we can discuss it now. Like we can check this as well. If we have to write a function to create or we have to write a function to check the palindrome in a string, what we can do? If I have to create a string, we have a string str, or which is a b c b a, correct? If we have a string a b c b a, so is it palindrome or not? If we have to create a function named as is palindrome, or we have to check this string is palindrome or not, so what we can do?
First reverse the string and then check with the main string str.
Correct. So there is one first approach we had. What we can do? We simply reverse this string. We will reverse this string. In first step, what we will do? Reverse this string. Then what we can do?
Store
Then,
in a new string. Store the reverse.
While we are reversing, we will reverse and store it. And second step will be,
Sir, we can use 2 pointers. One is
match
to the first, one is to the last.
match those string. Yeah, we can use 2 pointer as well.
Two-pointer
But
approach.
for the first approach, what we can do? We just reverse this string and store it. Then we will match those strings. If those are equal, we will return true. Otherwise, false. Correct? We can do it. What we have to do? We have to reverse first. First, we have to reverse the string. Then we can directly compare them, and if they are equal, we can return true. Correct? So to do this, we can do for loop int I
And we
equal to
can avoid reverse by just going length by 2 and comparing I and length -1 minus I.
like what?
Start from I is equal 0
I equals to,
and go up till length by 2. And then every step you are comparing I and like the charAt I with the charAt length -1 minus I.
length -1. Yeah, we
Minus.
can do it like that, but it will be some it will be complicated for a start. So this is the basic stuff we can do. Second approach, if you are insisting, so second approach can be like this. We can use 2 pointers. So what will 2 pointers do? We have to declare first is we can say second approach. So in second approach, what we have to do? We just have to declare 2 pointers. Declare 2 pointers. What will be the 2 pointers? One is I and second is J. So I will be starting from 0, correct? J will be starting from the length
Length of the string.
length -1. Second pointer will be starting from the length -1. So how we will be doing? We are comparing those things. There is it is a palindrome. So what we are doing? We are comparing those pointers. So I will be there and J will be there. So we will check if I and J are equal. Value at I and J are equal. We will move forward. So what we have to do? We will increase our I to by 1 and we will decrease our J by 1 until when they both met. Until they both met, like I equal to J. So what we have to do? We have to write a while loop and we have to check if both pointers values are equal or not until we get some different value. If we get some different value, we will break our loop and return false. Correct? So to declare it, we can directly do int I equal to 0, comma, J equal to str 1 dot length -1. Correct? we can declare our two variables I and j. Then what we have to do? We can simply do is palindrome equal to false initially. What we can do? Not int, boolean. Boolean is palindrome equal to false. We will create a flag, and after that we will write a while loop. Inside that while loop we will check until I is not equal to j. Correct? Or we can say I is smaller than equal to j until we will run our while loop. Or we can simply write I is less than j. We can simply write I is until I is less than j. We will provide it like we will declare it as true. Initially we will declare it as true, and if we get something like those characters are not matched, we will point our palindrome as false. So to do that, what we have to do? We will check if str1 dot charAt I is not equal to str2 dot str1 dot charAt j. Then what we have to do? We simply is palindrome equal to false and break. Simple. Otherwise, simply print is palindrome. Correct? Will it work? Will it work? That's how we can check it palindrome or not. Let's run this program. Put it like this, and we will comment it out as well. Then we will run this program. So this palindrome after the while loop, what it is printing? But it is not printing it. Okay, so it is now printing true. Here we can write is palindrome for the understanding. Now we will run it. Is it returning it or not? While okay, what is happening here? It is going to infinite loop. We are not returning anything. We are not increasing our I, or we are not changing our j here. What is happening here? We have to write simply we can do here as well I plus plus j minus minus. What we have to do? I plus plus and j minus minus. So it will increment and decrement. Correct? Now what will be the output? Is palindrome true. If we write something like this, what will be the output? False. Correct? So is it working now? What we are doing? We are just post incrementing I and post decrementing j. So it will check each and every character, and if we find something like str character 1 or str character I or str character at j are not equal, what we are doing? We are simply putting our is palindrome as false and returning. Correct? Is it clear? Initially, we are defining our is palindrome as true, and then we are running a while loop where we are incrementing I and decrementing j. Then we are comparing if str1 dot character I is not equal to str dot character at j. We are simply putting our flag is palindrome as false and breaking out of our loop. If one character is not matched, then there is no point to continue our loop. If each and every character pass, then we will simply return the flag value which is already true. Correct? So that's how we can check each palindrome here using two pointer method as well. And we can do it like this as well. Correct? Is it clear to everyone? Okay. So this is for today. Java, we have learned about the string. So from next class, we will